Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video. This is another gun show for March 23rd, 2025. There was a gun show at the Mega Gun Show at the South Carolina State Fairgrounds I went to. If you're not familiar with the Mega Gun Show, they've extended another portion of the building, which has been slowly growing. They had a lot of military exhibits there. Usually the kind of stuff you see at the Greenville Gun Show, just a portion of it. The Greenville Gun Show is still incredibly huge, but it really does add a lot more tables to the standard gun show that we have at the fairgrounds. And I got a few things. I was complimented on how I look today because I'm wearing a shirt, tie, and a blazer and the hat. I went straight to the show after church. I told someone I said this for a long time. I would dress like this every day if I could, like for work. But the sparks don't do too well with with this kind of clothing. So it is what it is. But I got a few things from the show. I didn't want to spend too much money. Just get a few odds and ends. Let's see. Defender Ammo Company. They had 50 Beowulf. They advertised it as a 12.7 by 42 millimeter, and this is a 350 grain flat nose, just 20 rounds. I used to get when I reloaded, and I would still reload if I have the components. Rainier Arms used to make 335 grain bullets. I would get for 50 Beowulf, but they since stopped making bullets, so I have to move up to now 350 grain, and this was 43 bucks, which is a big jump. When I first started, when I first made the survivalist rifle project, and I was reloading 50 Beowulf, the rounds at the time were it was like $1.20, no, it was $1.35 a round, or $26.99 for a box of 20. So, and it's been years since I bought any new ammunition, but I figured I'd go ahead and help out an American company, and I bought some of this stuff. I bought from Defender before, here and there over from gun shows, but but I haven't bought any 50 Beowulf in such a long time, so I figured ahead and go ahead and buy a box. So like I said, this was 43 bucks. They also gave me this cool sticker to go with the ammo. And just for kicks, I went ahead and bought a 10-round magazine. Well, 10 rounds for 5.56, or I think approximately 4 rounds for 50 Beowulf. Open I just got this for 10 bucks. I was chit chatting with the guy named Joe at his booth. He actually works for a magazine company. They do. I think he said they do steel Stanag pattern magazines. They've made some for the Galil, but primarily they're making for AR-15 platforms. And he had some of these. We were just chit chatting, and I said, I had D&H Tactical from I'm gonna butcher this, Okonam Okonam Wisconsin. Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. I hope I said that correctly. But yeah, these cute little 10-round magazines. I said, I told him I had a 10-round magazine once. I didn't want it. It was actually a 20-rounder turned into a 10-rounder. And I decided to it was a 20-round body turned into a 5-round magazine. And I remember I had these rails on the side that I cut them out. I cut them out with a drill tool and made a 20-round magazine. And I told him I still have it, but I think it's kind of cool that these little 10-round magazines. I said, I'm going to just buy one just for kicks. This was just 10 bucks. And I want to give a shout out to Brandon and Amy Coleman. They have a booth at the show. They sell a lot of surplus rifles. They're in a friend group. They're in a friend group I'm a part of, and they know that I'm gonna be a father soon. So Amy, and she likes to knit, so she made this. She made this for our daughter to be. It was pretty cool. It's Oscar the Grouch. And I told him that I really became a fan of Oscar the Grouch because I used to watch Sesame Street growing up. But I became a fan of Oscar the Grouch after the Dave Chappelle's "Kill Them Softly" joke he did about how Sesame Street teach you how to judge people, and everybody talks most trash about Oscar the Grouch. So it was very nice that she made this. And it shows that it's good to learn to make friends not just that you get gifts like this, or you get discounts on things that you buy at the shows, but just because it's good to be nice to people. It's good to be friendly. It's good to be cordial. Understand. I've been to plenty of gun shows, and there's always and you and most at best the people there are very very welcoming, they're very nice, very cool to talk to. And I would say at worst, you may run into a few dickheads every now and then. Shout out to Scott. um, if he sees this, he knows what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, but for the most part, you're bound to run into a lot of good people at gun shows. Even people who can be unsavory. Um, it may take time to just get to know them, and they may warm up to you. And some people just don't have. They just have a. They're just misanthropes. It could be sometimes that's the case. But I think it's always good to put your best foot forward whenever you're at a social event like a gun show or even at a concert, or sporting event, or anything any social gathering. It's always good to they try to what's the title of the book, How to Make Friends and Influence People. I read that book years ago. It's good to have it's good to put your best foot forward, because you never know what could be made of it. One thing I've been doing it in more shows, and just even daily encounters. Whenever opportunity presents itself, I try to share the gospel. As a Christian, I'm called to share the good news with the world, and I figure a good way to do that is going to these social gatherings, like gun shows, and have a good conversation, and then try to follow it up with just sharing the good news. And it's something I'm been working on doing, if not daily, just something I do weekly or monthly, as the days go by. I like for more people to know the gospel, to know Jesus Christ, that they'll be able to incorporate him in their lives. He's done wonders for me. I believe he'll do wonders for other people. But that's it. That's all I had to show. So I'm going to show you guys the ammo, the magazine, the gift. I had a good time. I look forward to more shows. I might try to bring a gun that I can see if I can do a trade on. What I want to trade, what I want to trade out. Who knows? But I've seen there's this one seller. He has a Remington model 31. It was Remington's first pump shotgun. I've seen one that he has the shows. I'm interested to see if I'm picking it up. I want to see if I can do a trade for it. So if anything happens to that, I'll let you guys know in a future video. I got other projects coming down the road. Just a matter of just having the free time to. Well, it's more having a free time to get into the project and then be able to record, because once I'm into a project, it could be I have to take a break to set up my camera and everything to try to record what I'm doing. I think the last time I really did that was when I was underneath my truck, repairing the transfer case adapter, and I was able to show you guys how I'm sitting with my truck. You see the output shaft of my transmission. But every now and then, if I have opportunity to record what I'm doing, I'll try to take advantage of it. But please share your thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. Did you go to the gun show? Did you go to your local gun show? Did you pick up anything cool? Trade anything out? Sell anything? Please share your thoughts. Any gripes? Leave a comment. Send me a PM. I'll see if I can address it. If you want to help out with the channel, go to my YouTube homepage. Look for the PayPal link and the Cash App link. All donation amounts are appreciated. But that's my video. It's another gun show for March 23rd, 2025. I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care. Be safe. Stay strapped. And God bless.